from what I've heard as a shoot, you know, like Kevin Owens is really Triple H's boy. And I mean, bro, you know, it's so funny. If you, like, bro, you know the old Sesame Street where they used to put, like, a picture of a chicken and a hen and a goose and a hammer. And they would say, what here doesn't belong? And, oh, the hammer doesn't belong. Bro, do you know the champions that WWE has had? When you look at the champions they had, go back to Bruno Sammartino. You know, you go back to the Hulk Hogan's. You know, you go back to, you know, just the champions they've had throughout their history. Billy Graham, Kevin Owens. I mean, come on, like seriously, you know. And you know, I mean, bro, Roddy Piper wasn't even a WWE champion. And you look at the champions they had, you know, the Savages, and, you know, I think the Warrior was a champion. But then you look at Rock, and you look at Austin, and you look at Taker, and you look at Shawn Michaels, and you look at Bret Hart. You look at, like, this collage of champions. And then you put Kevin Owens' picture in that. Kevin Owens does not look like a champion. And you know what, bro? Maybe part of that is the WWE's fault. You know, the WWE is responsible for ring entrance, ring attire, writing, developing a character, molding a character. They're responsible for that. So I don't put this all on Kevin Owens. They've got to make and create a star. But Vince McMahon was the one who told me, from Vince's lips to me, Vince, if you want to be a star, the first thing you have to do is look like a star. Vince McMahon told me that. Everybody I just mentioned look like a freaking star. Every one of them down the pike. Look, John Cena is a freaking star. Whatchamacallit? Lesnar is a star. These guys look like stars. Kevin Owens does not look like a star. And if he's there because he's Triple H's boy, well, that tells you a lot you need to know. And the fact that they are drawing less crowded house shows, that tells you something. Why they don't make a change, I don't know, bro. I don't know how things work there today. But when the WWE champion is the hood ornament of your company. If it were me, my hood ornament would not be somebody that looks like Kevin Owens. That's my opinion.
Because if you were an MMA fan and hadn't seen wrestling, and you looked at it and you saw that he was the champion, yeah.
Your first reaction, you know what your first reaction would be, bro? I could take that guy. That's the thing about wrestling, bro. When you go back to before I got in the business, and even when I was in the business, when you saw a wrestler on TV, like, you knew that guy would freaking wreck me. You know, I was on the phone just the other day, bro, 2 days ago, whatever, with Ron Harris. Bro, do you remember what Ron and Don Harris looked like?
Oh, yeah.
Bro, and they were mid-carders at best, but that was wrestling. Bro, put Kevin Owens next to Ron and Don Harris. Like, are you serious, bro?
And we've done interviews with Carl Ouellet, and I've heard you put him over before. So I just wanted to ask you, who do you feel is better between Carl Ouellet and
Carl Ouellet, without a doubt, bro. Without a doubt. He was a great worker. Bro, everybody puts over Kevin Owens' work. I don't see it. I mean, I'm sorry. I don't see it. I've sat there now, and I've sat through enough of his matches. I see the somersault in the corner. I've seen him a million times. I watched Carl Ouellet work. I was there for dozens and dozens and dozens of his matches. No doubt in my mind he was a better worker than Kevin Owens. But again, that right there shows you the level of competition when he was there compared to the level of competition now. I mean, that is the barometer right there that shows you what wrestling used to be and what it is now.
And Carl was also a big guy, strong guy.
Oh God, bro, he would kill you. He literally, bro. He was one of the guys that, like, you know, if you quiet, reserved, kept to himself, but, like, bro, you knew you would not want to screw with that guy. It saddens me today, and it sickens me today to know how many people were watching compared to how many people are watching now. It's not about what I like. It's not about what you like. It's about what the masses like. A lot of the wrestling I wrote, I wasn't a fan of certain things. But going by the numbers week by week by week, I knew what people were tuning into and I knew what they were tuning out of. So we gave them more of what they were tuning into and less of what they were tuning out of. All of a sudden, 10 million people are watching wrestling on a Monday. That's what we did. So it's not a matter of your opinion or my opinion. It's a matter of what does the mass audience out there want to see. And when I'm the head writer of the WWE, that is my job responsibility. My responsibility is give the people what they want. That's what I got paid for. Now there are different agendas. Maybe Kevin Owens is the guy because he is Hunter's guy. Or maybe Hunter thinks Kevin Owens is a great worker. Well, what are the numbers telling you, Hunter? You get numbers every week. What are they telling you? Do the masses want to see Kevin Owens? Do the masses want to see Sami Zayn? What are the numbers telling you? But they're not looking at that anymore. They're looking at what they want. You look at that NXT crowd. The NXT crowd, it's what pops them. It's what they want. Meanwhile, we fed to the NXT crowd. We've given the NXT crowd what they wanted. Now to the point of we have a cruiserweight division. What happened to everybody else? Everybody else has bailed ship on wrestling. Everybody else is sitting there saying, we don't want guys that weigh 205 pounds and do acrobatics. If that's what we want, we'll go to Circus Soleil. That's not wrestling to us. So they've turned off those people. They just keep digging themselves deeper and deeper and deeper. And wrestling is always going to be there. But, the fact that UFC has so far past professional wrestling, that has as much to do with the success of UFC as it does the failure of professional wrestling. We allowed that to happen by not adapting and not doing what we need to do.